We're going to talk a little bit about the computerized interface, because this allows the QXCI to work. With a current system that you might buy today, you might get a processor speed of, say, 700 megahertz. What this means is that 700 million bits of data can be processed every second. Our system, our QXCI system, is going to be generating 65 million bits of data every thousandth of a second. So every second, it's easy for us to be able to perform within the boundaries of the system of computer processor. So the computer has allowed us to be able to measure things at rapid speed. The biological speed of a patient is going to be about 1/100th of a second, as we'll outline a little bit more later in this tape. But the computer is an essential factor to be able to not only make and measure things, but actually to process, add things up, come up with sums, averages, standard deviations, check frequencies, etc. Because every computer can send out bits of data through the back of its port, and every computer can take in. So we can make the computer into a frequency generator to be able to send out frequencies, and also every computer can be made into a frequency counter to be able to count frequencies, setting up the situation where the computer would be able to count types of frequencies, height of frequencies, amplitudes, filtering them out, different levels, and as well as sending them in and out. So now we have the cybernetic link. The computer, when it talks to your printer, is what we call the handshake, the two bits of hardware interface. I've called that the clasp. Handshake, clasp. That's why we called the system, because our system would make a handshake with our patient, the computer. The computer will send out information to the printer and say, "Hi, what type of printer are you?" The printer will write back and say, "I am an HP LaserJet." This by making the clasp. The computer can then say, "Oh, I don't have software for the HP LaserJet. I do have software for the Compact," or whatever. So this is known as the handshake with computers. Now with our system, the QXCI, we do the same thing with the patient. The system can send out frequencies to the patient and take in frequencies. The system can measure frequencies of the brainwave and then correct frequencies. So it can not only measure, it can correct, and can do it at biological speeds. This process of sending data in and out, what we call the cybernetic loop, making a stimulus, measuring the response, which we call the evoked potential biofeedback system, is something that we can do with the computer, and the computer can be able to do this at very rapid speeds.